Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 19 of Descant.
Round of applause. Put the clip here. Are you gonna put in a clip of a round of applause? Or are you
Well,
just
I
gonna
made
make
a
it
stupid
awkward?
noise. Yeah, I'd prefer making it awkward. I like making things awkward.
I know.
It's
I'm
fun.
aware.
It's funny. Is it actually funny to anyone
Can
else?
we get a bruh right here?
Bruh.
Thank you.
Is it actually funny to anyone else?
Making things awkward.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is funny to me. I feel like I make myself laugh more than I make anyone else laugh, though.
I mean, as long as you're laughing. That's how I
guess.
see it.
I guess so.
Listen, I was gonna save this until we were alone, but I feel the need to tell you that you're So this is completely just random, but
I have no idea what he's about to
I was
say.
about to tell you about Pog the Frog.
Oh.
Let me tell you about Pog the Frog, alright? Nobody is going to care about this. But I care about Pog the Frog. So, there's a little game called Terraria. Alright?
I'm familiar.
And you're not familiar, shut up. You
I'm
know it exists.
Semi-familiar.
Also, I just hit the table. I do not
PSA,
remember
I just hit the table.
public service.
Sponsored by water. Let's just get that out.
Yeah, I'm actually
So
really
we don't
thirsty.
have to say it
Hold
again.
on. I just spilled water all over myself.
Bro, our views are plummeting.
Oh, there's water everywhere. Okay. So, I don't remember if Terraria was in my top 10 games.
It was.
It was?
I'm pretty sure.
Because I
It had
think
to have been.
if it's not top 3, it is now. Because I hadn't played it in a while
Yeah.
when I made that list, but I've been doing nothing but playing Terraria recently.
No, it definitely was in your list. I remember I put it in the thumbnail.
Yes, you did. Okay. I honestly, and obviously, you know, your mood changes depending on what you're doing or just different things. At the moment, I definitely like Terraria more than Minecraft. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
That makes me sick.
However, the new Minecraft updates,
Slap.
they're looking pretty good.
Bro, the nether. Oh.
I mean, we thought that the Nether update was what was it, 1.10 when they added magma? We were like, wow.
Yeah, whenever that was.
We were like, wow, magma. That's cool.
That's different.
And then they were
That's
like,
new.
Okay, now if you put magma underwater, you go down, baby. And we're like, okay.
And if you put soul sand underwater,
You're
you
going
go
right
up.
out, baby. Which doesn't make any sense because soul sand, it's
It
like
does
soul
not.
sucking and it should suck you down. And magma
It slows you down when you walk over it. I
I
don't
know.
see how that makes any sense.
Did you see about the new
whatsoever,
enchantment? Soul speed?
but I don't think so.
Roads are no longer going to be using ice.
Is it that fast?
It's really fast.
I'm intrigued.
So-
might have to launch the old NC after this sesh.
I think it is in. So the only way that you get soul speed, it's kind of like a mending situation. You only get it from piglins. You can get the book or boots with it enchanted already. It comes 1, 2, 3, like Depth Strider, Frostwalker, stuff like that. And it's really, really nice. And it works in the overworld. It's just on soul sand or soul soil. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. And it is incredibly nice. At the moment, I'm not actually positive if it stacks with, say, Depth Strider or Frostwalker, because those don't stack with each other.
Right.
But I imagine it would stack with both of them. I don't see why it wouldn't. However, the downside is that when you're running on Soul Sand and you have Soul Speed, it uses durability.
If it stacks with Depth Strider, couldn't you just make a soul sand pathway and just put water over it?
Bro, that would turn one of the slowest ways of moving into one of the fastest.
That is true.
That would be so cool.
Bro, nobody
I'm
cares
actually-
about... Why are we talking about Minecraft? Nobody
No,
cares.
I care.
We both cared.
This is the Minecraft episode. That would honestly be really
We've
cool.
had so many episodes.
That would honestly be
where we
really
talk about
cool
Minecraft.
because you don't move faster underwater with Depth Strider. You just move the same speed that you would. Because remember how Depth Strider worked?
I suppose.
Remember how Depth Strider worked pre 1.13 when they changed the water? How you literally move the speed that you were sprinting?
Not really, but okay.
Like if you were sprinting on land and then you went into the water and sprinted on like say a 1 block deep pool, you would just move the exact same speed that you would on land.
Okay.
With Depth Strider 3. They changed it with 1.13, so I think you move somewhere in between walking and sprinting on land with Depth Strider 3, and you swim faster. So it is definitely still useful.
I hear you.
So it's not faster. So I think regular soul speed.
Bro, you're making me want to play Minecraft. I stopped paying for my server. You can't do this to me.
Also, did you see the vertical growing vines in the Twisted Forest? You know, the blue one. There's vertical growing.
Yes. Oh, you mean like? Okay. They
Oh,
grow vertically anyway.
I'm sorry, upwards grow. Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean?
They grow up. They're called
Yeah.
twisted vines. So there's crimson vines which grow down, and twisted vines which grow up, and you can climb up them. It's basically just another ladder.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool. And they grow basically exactly like bamboo or
Bamba?
what is the other
Bam
one?
lamb.
What is the other
Whoa,
one?
Black Betty.
The one that's underwater?
Seaweed?
Seaweed. Kelp.
Kelp.
I couldn't think of the word kelp. They grow like that, and
Kelp.
you can harvest them, and it's really interesting.
Kelp.
Yeah, we're gonna stop talking.
I hate
about
this
Minecraft
episode.
We've only talked about Minecraft. I gotta talk about Pog the Frog, bro.
What were you gonna say about Pog the Frog?
Basically, in Terraria, there's animals that can spawn, and if you have a bug net, you can catch them, and then you can put them in like a cage and stuff, and it's pretty cool. So in the jungle, you can find frogs, and there's a couple animals: bunny, squirrel, butterfly, worm, grasshopper.
This is in Terraria?
Yes, frog.
Terraria?
If I didn't say bird is one. Anyway,
Bird.
there's a couple animals that have a
What's up, bird?
roughly a 1 in 150 chance of spawning solid gold. And
Okay.
and Joseph, our friend Joseph, was so obsessed with frogs. It was just a
Mr.
big
Man.
meme. He built a jungle next to our house. Like he generated a jungle. He created a jungle biome next to our. Jungle's one of the most dangerous biomes. He just built it next to our house.
It's Joseph.
Yeah, it is. So we
He's a risk taker.
We literally had jungle bats, which are they're not even that hard to defeat. They're just annoying. They were all over our house, just because he wanted frogs. So we have like 600 frogs now. And the first gold frog that he ever found, he accidentally placed it and then it died. So we found another gold frog and he put it in a cage and we destroyed the jungle and created a shrine and put the frog in the center of it in the cage.
And named it Pog.
And we named it Pog. And we have a shrine built for Pog the frog. And he showed his girlfriend this world. And like,
how did she react?
the whole 15 minutes before, we were just talking about Pog. And then I was like, should we give her a hint? And he's like, sure. And I was like, his full name is Pog the Frog. And she was like, that doesn't help me. And then I was like, what about this? He's made of gold. And she was like, that still doesn't help me.
What was she trying to figure out?
Because she was like, what is... Because we kept saying, bro, I need to go see Pog. Because he's like our Lord and Savior in that world. We call him Lord Pog. He's like the savior of humanity. Log? Lord Pog. That's funny. Anyway, so Pog the Frog. And then when we finally showed her Pog the Frog, she was like, you built an entire shrine. It's like, it looks like Roman, like it's all... Or is it Roman or Greek? I think it's Greek. Like the pillars.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all made of white
Parthenon,
marble.
baby.
That's it, yeah. It's all made of white marble. And there's like vines growing over it.
That's cool.
Like the jungle. And she was like, you built that whole thing for a gold frog? No, she said for a frog. And we were like, it's not a frog. It's
a
Pog.
gold frog. It's a Pog frog.
It's Pog the Frog, bro. What do you mean a frog? It's the frog. So that's funny. And then we have a bunch of other gold frogs that just... Because we had the jungle there for like 3 days. Mm-hmm. And he was doing nothing but catching frogs. That's why we have 600.
Bro, have you ever had frog legs?
I have not.
Really?
I actually haven't.
I've had them several times.
That's something I wanted to try.
I had them on the cruise ship.
I feel like now,
good.
because of Pog, I can't do that.
They're good.
It's like disrespectful.
They really do taste like chicken, but they have like a certain scent.
I love that you're trying to get away from Pog the Frog as hard as you can. I've talked about Pog the Frog for too long.
Alright, now that we're 10 minutes in, Noah, Noah wanted to say something.
So we are we're recording 2 episodes back to back this week. And these episodes,
we also liked the idea of shorter episodes. It was good, but it's not like it's going to be a permanent thing.
We're just trying it out for a little while.
We're gonna do the longer episodes, regularly. We want to keep them short and just see how it goes for a little bit.
The main reason, at least for me, that I wanted to do 2 episodes and make them shorter today,
social distancing.
Social distancing because of the coronavirus or COVID-19. It is a global pandemic now,
sure,
according to the government or whatever. I'm not ridiculously scared about it because the media is hyping it up, but it is dangerous, and I mean, people wouldn't be buying 800 rolls of toilet paper if it wasn't dangerous,
I told Noah that I really didn't want to talk about it because if I get going on this topic, I'm going to talk for a long time. And I don't want to talk about it for a long time because everyone has talked about it constantly for the past weeks, you would say.
Yeah. Basically, we don't want to say too much about it. Just stay safe. And honestly, social distancing is a good idea. Just stay away from people if you can.
I really haven't been doing it, if you want me to be honest. I'm still working. I'm still going to church.
I still go to work.
I'm still going to the gym. So,
just be safe. Don't be an idiot. And
don't be. Wash your freaking hands.
Yeah.
Don't touch your face.
See, and the thing is, washing your hands isn't even going to do much against COVID. But wash your hands anyway.
No, I mean, if the virus is on your hands...
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
And you wash them for at least 20 seconds.
I've been told that it was airborne, though, because it's a respiratory virus. That it was an airborne virus. So it's not necessarily on your hands.
I don't think it is.
It might not
I don't know. But, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, we have been, disinfecting freaking everything at work. So...
If you're getting symptoms, get yourself tested, and just drink a lot of water.
If you have symptoms, definitely freaking stay away from everyone.
Yes, 100%.
I will admit to that, but
and I guarantee you, unless you work at McDonald's because they don't care, your job will understand and let you stay home because you have a pandemic in your body. So,
well, anyway, that's the way to put it.
That's all we wanted to say.
That's enough on that, yeah.
That's why we're recording 2 episodes this week, and we're making them a little shorter.
Do you remember last week, I was like, bro, do you want to talk about the coronavirus? And you were like, no, absolutely not.
I don't even remember that.
It was mid-episode. It wasn't before the episode. And now the tables have turned.
I don't want to talk about it. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
Just in case you can tell that we recorded 2 episodes back to back.
You probably will be able to.
Because we're literally... we're just going to stop the episode and start.
Yeah.
So...
And I feel like you and I... man, I really don't know how to word this, but you can... It's really easy to tell what kind of mood we're in.
Yeah.
I guess that would be the best way to say
I'm in a very good mood. That's why I'm talking a lot.
I'm in a good mood. I am kind of tired. And tripping over my words a little bit, but when doesn't that happen? It's fine.
I have a story. It's very short. I stepped on mud.
Go for it.
I stepped in mud.
I was there.
Yeah, I was walking to Eli's car and I just threw some flip flops on, and I was just looking at my phone and I.
Bro, it literally looked like a giraffe just took a crap on your foot.
There was so much mud, and it was only on my right foot.
He raised his foot. I was sitting in my car and he raised his foot, and I saw it, and it was
everywhere.
It was bad.
So I just went inside, wiped my foot off, put some actual shoes on, and got in the car. I didn't even just get in the car. I had to finagle myself in there so I didn't step in the mud again.
He practically jumped in.
I had to put my feet first and then just shove myself in.
It's not as bad as that time that you fell at the park or whatever. You were trying to what were you trying to do? Jump something?
I don't know, but it was so funny. And I was upset.
He was wearing brand spanking new shoes.
They were a week old. It was brand new shoes. And you know what? My stepmom actually got those suckers clean. I mean, you saw
That's
them.
awesome.
I mean, they were tinted, but for what happened,
bro, throw them in the washing machine.
I was up to my knees in mud. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much mud there was? Do you remember how much mud there was anywhere else? None.
Well, didn't we have like other plans too? To like, go somewhere else, and then we had to like go to your house.
You had to take me home because my entire pants and freaking everything was the entire from my knees down was brown. And Nathan was there, wasn't he? Yes, he was.
I know. It wasn't Ben too.
I think it was just me, you, and Nathan.
Was it? I really feel like Ben was there.
Ben may have been there. That was like 3 years ago, wasn't it, or 2?
Holy crap!
That was a long time ago.
It was.
It was when we were still in school. We were under the bridge at the park.
Bro, I've almost been graduated for a year. Bro, you're 20 now.
I'm 20 as of yesterday. My birthday was yesterday.
How does it? Does it feel different?
No,
I know it doesn't.
I mean, I didn't really comprehend it until this morning. I woke up and I was just getting ready for work, and I was like, huh, I'm 20.
Not a teenager.
I'm not a teenager anymore, and that's weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I still feel like a kid.
So do I.
Like, it's weird to think about the entirety of my life up until this point has felt like an eternity. Like, think back to when you were, like, 4. Like, you can't even...
Yeah, but
it's been so long. But...
Do you know how much life... unless something goes wrong.
Like, how much life we have ahead.
How much life we have ahead.
We have at least, like, I would say, like, 2 or 3 times what we've gone through already.
That's actually something that I coincidentally already had written on the topic list.
Is, like, how much life we have left?
Yeah, because I've just been thinking about it lately. Like...
I mean, our life is just beginning. Yeah. Which is weird, because we've already gone through our life.
I don't really know what else I have to say.
Okay, when you graduate, doesn't it feel like your life's over? Like for a minute,
definitely,
you're like, what do I do now?
It's a very big ending.
And then once school starts again, and you're not going to school, you're like, okay.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you're like, I still exist, I still matter. Like,
I still have to keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
But what exactly?
For that first couple months after school started again, the year I graduated, I was just like, what do I do? What is going on? And that hasn't stopped until now.
Oh, you know, I was the exact same way. I didn't do anything for the first, like, 2-3 months.
How much Minecraft do you think you played? I wish Minecraft was on Steam so you could see how many hours were tracked.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to about 500 hours on Terraria. If not already.
Bro, how many...
My goal is 1,000.
I've been playing Minecraft for...
I was just thinking that. How many hours do you think?
For a little a little over 6 years. So how long do you think that I've spent on PC in, like, days?
Do you think your collective Minecraft experience, so say, like, mobile and all that, has been at least 1 year? Would you say that?
Wait, what?
Like, how many hours collectively, saying, like, you've played on PC or mobile or on, like, someone's Xbox or something like that, has equated to 1 year?
Playtime?
Yeah. It's gotta be close. Because there have been days where you wake up, play Minecraft, and then don't sleep. Like, that time you stayed up for 3 days playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, that was 3 days.
It was...
And you probably...
It wasn't 3 days. It was 36 hours.
Oh, I thought it was 3 days.
No,
okay.
It was like 1.5. But, I mean, it's still a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that is a whole day at least of playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
And that was one sitting, so I mean...
It probably
also, we're healthy, shut up.
Year. Yeah,
we just like Minecraft a little bit.
I actually rarely play now. I go to the gym. I eat a lot, but healthy-ish. I mean, really, my metabolism is so fast, and this is something I've discovered pretty recently. My metabolism is so fast that the most important thing for me to have is, like, calories and protein and carbs.
I'm the exact opposite.
I don't gain, like, fat. So...
Lucky you, baby.
Muscle growth, yeah. Yeehaw. Good stuff.
I wish I didn't gain fat.
Bro, you should come to the gym with me. No,
do you remember how thin I was
tell Noah to come
in,
to the
like,
gym
junior year?
I do.
What happened?
I mean, you're not freaking obese.
No, I'm not obese. I'm just really chubby. And it's funny because, like, my body in terms of like my arms and stuff, like I don't look chubby necessarily.
No, that looks like muscle.
And then like you look at my stomach and it's like, oh, there it is. Or like the fat dangling from my chin, and it's like, oh, okay. And people wonder why I have a neck beard. I want to hide it. I don't like.
Bro, I shaved my neck beard. Did you notice?
I did. I don't like the neck beard. I just hate the neck fat more.
Oh,
I'm self-conscious. Leave me alone.
don't be self-conscious, Noah.
Can we? I wanted to discuss something. So I'm wearing.
Okay.
This is the first. I'm wearing. If you don't know what Star Bomb is,
I don't. I was curious. I never asked.
I did not wash this shirt after taking it out of the package. I am a sinner. Please forgive me. My mom would kill me. Mom,
Was it shipped from China?
crap.
Was it actually?
I don't know. Old beer virus.
Dang old COVID.
Hold on, I have to burp. Oh, that hurt. Oh,
It sounded
Lord.
painful.
Hold on.
Bro, this episode is absolute dookie.
It is. It's terrible. Anyway, so this is the first piece of merch from anything I've bought. Hold on. Okay, I think that's it.
Wow.
In a long time. Excuse me, by the way. Starbomb is a band. They make, or made, I guess they're done now, video game music and stuff like that. Just like parodies. Not parodies as in like taking a song and making a parody. More so a parody of the game in song form, if that makes sense. Like there's one about Smash Brothers, and they're literally just talking about the fact that they're all beating each other up. You know that
Smash
song,
is fun.
You know the song Princess Peach, won't you listen to my speech? I don't have any stars of invincibility. There's a little taste for you out there, you folks at home. Sony, sign me right now. If I ever get to the point where I'm getting like record labels asking me, I don't know if I'd pick Sony. Like for real. Like I just don't want to work for that company.
Yeah, I don't like Sony.
They're just... The best thing that I've ever seen them do is Spider-Man. And they don't really own that. I mean, they do, but
yeah.
Like, ideologically, they don't own it.
Right.
Stan owns it.
Stan.
Sometimes
God
I forget
rest
he
his
died.
soul.
Every once in a while I
He
remember...
was so old, though.
He was... Well, I think
He's like 97 or something.
97?
Or 4, or 3, 4, I don't know.
You know what's weird to
He's
think
in
about?
his 90s, though.
He didn't survive to see Endgame. And it sucks.
Oh,
Because he saw Infinity War. I guarantee you he knew what happened, though. I guarantee you.
Yeah.
He saw the script and everything. Because he's not even, like, working for Marvel or anything anymore. But you know he was there.
How long before Endgame did he die?
It wasn't...
He might have seen it. Because...
Or at least been a part of the process, like, seen it behind the scenes or something like that.
Yeah. But movie companies... I really cannot speak.
They finish movies months before.
They take a lot of time just for advertising.
Yeah. Also, can we really quickly... did you see Sonic movie?
No.
I have heard from a multitude of people that it was better than expected, but not exceptional.
So have I, dude. I get the hookup on movie reviews.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that comes out, that was wonderful.
Or that was utter bullcrap.
Yeah, dude. The Gentleman? You remember that movie?
I remember you talking about it.
Everybody hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it about?
I don't really
Some guy
know, honestly.
Who was nice.
I don't know.
Did people like Jumanji, the second one?
Yeah.
They did?
They did.
I don't think you can go wrong.
I did see that one.
Those four actors... you can't go wrong with those four people. Like, individually and together, they're wonderful.
Yeah.
The synergy that they
talked about
have.
this before, but how they they like switch roles.
You told me about it.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
seen it, but yeah.
I think that was on podcast, so I
Is
won't
Sonic
say it again.
still here?
No.
No, okay. I'll just have to see it on Netflix
We
or
have
something.
Onward.
Really wanted to see that. It's interesting. When was the last time we saw an original Pixar IP?
I have no idea.
Because I think it's been a while. Like, Inside Out may have been the last one. Also,
I haven't really thought about it.
I'm kind of intrigued that Inside Out 2 hasn't happened, or maybe it is confirmed.
I have
or something.
Inside Out on DVD, but
It's not a bad movie.
I haven't watched it.
It's not a bad movie. I mean, it's Pixar.
It seems cute, yeah.
I mean, Pixar made Cars 2, but that didn't happen.
WALL-E's Pixar, right?
Yes, WALL-E is
WALL-E.
amazing. WALL-E might be my favorite Pixar movie. Also,
I think
for those of you who think Disney and Pixar are the same company, they're not. Disney owns Pixar. Pixar is its own company.
Along with everything else.
Yes, Disney just owns everything now. When they say Disney, there's a reason they say Pixar instead of just Disney. Because Pixar is still its own...
A lot of times people say Disney's Pixar.
Yes, and that's also appropriate to say. But it's like Disney owns Lucasfilm now. And in front of every Star Wars movie, they still show Lucasfilm because Lucasfilm is still a thing.
It's like a sub-company.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. And ABC is its own company.
Disney is so big, like, they don't just have, like, Disney representatives at all these places. Like, they have, like, Lucasfilm's representatives and, like, Pixar. Like, I would think nothing really changes but ownership.
Yeah.
You know?
And obviously some corporate things change. Like when Disney bought Fox, as far as I know, Disney just bought Fox and then just, like, set it on a table somewhere and said, all right, keep going, whatever. They just, like, put it in a file, and they're like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Time to make Onward. Or, like,
they don't... I feel like they probably don't have as much influence on it as people think. They just want the money.
Also, can I say...
Which may be a negative outlook.
Disney,
now I say it out loud.
Disney Plus is actually significantly more successful than I thought it would be. However, thinking back, I don't know why it wouldn't be successful.
That's true.
Because...
Dude, I want it for one thing and one thing only.
What? All the Marvel movies?
Whenever the Marvel shows come out.
Oh, yeah.
Those are going to be Disney Plus exclusive.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah.
They're so
I understand, though.
But
I understand it.
I think I'm just going to yoink someone's
You know what that gives them the ability to do, though? It makes it easier for them to transfer characters from the shows into the movies. Because then they all have it collectively, and it's not spread across different platforms and stuff like that. Because there were ones that were like playing on AMC and like Fox, like that.
Oh, so it's just easier for them
because it's all in one place and they make it all, and it's all contained.
That's true.
So say
as a consumer, I don't care.
Yeah. What Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that was canceled, right? I don't know. I think that was the one exception because I still don't know who Coulson is, but I know that he's important.
Phil Coulson.
I have no idea who that is.
Dude,
I know he died and then didn't.
Okay, I was gonna and didn't.
Yeah, he's like not dead or something.
He died.
But he was in the show, and that takes place after.
What show? Which show?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm pretty sure. I know Coulson, like, wasn't dead. Like, he died, and then...
He died in the first Avengers movie.
Okay.
Loki killed him. And it was so sad.
Also,
I love Coulson.
Can we... Listen, can you put a spoiler warning at the beginning of this episode? These have been... Endgame's been out for like a year and a half now.
Yeah, the first,
2 years?
The first Avengers...
2018? Yeah.
No, Endgame was 2019.
It was? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was like January 2nd or something.
Yeah, I remember
because
I was like close to graduating, or... Yeah.
Endgame was so good, and...
Oh my gosh,
Why did they kill Loki? Was that Infinity War? That was Infinity War. Why did they kill him?
Dude,
so quickly.
I have a mini story about Infinity War. I went to see it at the theater I don't work at, you know.
The better one, objectively.
No, it's not. It's
you don't
really
think
not.
So? It's nicer. I will say.
I guess I'm biased because I work at this one.
Let me just.
They screw up their website all the time.
They do. I do know that.
This is the issue that I was about to talk about. We got to the movie on time. They started playing it early. They didn't even have like. They didn't start the previews like on the time, which is usually how you do it.
Yeah.
Like the scheduled time for the movie is usually when the previews start.
Yeah.
But the movie was like already going when we got in, and we weren't late. So
Did you miss Loki dying?
I did. I missed like
you didn't even know
first intro part
with Hulk and
yeah. I missed the whole thing, and I went with someone who had already seen it, and my mom, which that was That was interesting. But
did they just fill you in?
They were like
what happened?
So Loki's dead, and I was like, I was like,
what an interesting way to find out.
What?
I didn't even have an attachment to Loki because for those of you who don't know, I've watched probably a third of the Marvel movies, if that, probably like a fourth of them.
I've watched every last one of them several times.
I love them. I want to sit down and watch all of them eventually.
Where do you find the time, man?
I know. Also, something I find interesting is generally most of them are in chronological order. Like, with exceptions. Like, I think Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Captain Marvel.
Because that takes place in, like, the 80s, right?
Something like
70s
that.
or 80s. Or, no, it's the 90s. I remember that.
Is it?
Yeah. And then, the Black Panther takes place, like, during one of the Avengers movies, I think.
I'm not sure.
Anyway. But it's interesting because generally speaking, they are in chronological order.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really have to watch them that out of order.
It's a lot less confusing.
You don't necessarily even have to watch them in order except for the ones that are numbered, like Iron Man or Captain America.
It takes me off the way Star Wars did their story.
Does it?
That's so annoying to me. Why would you... I mean, I get that they're, like, grouped together, but why wouldn't you just put them in order?
I have the answer for that. So, Mr. Lucas, George, made the original Star Wars. He had faith in it, no one else did, and he said, you know what? I have this story, I'm going to tell a part of it. If it's successful, I'll tell the rest. If it's not, never happened. So he made Star Wars. That was it, which is episode 4. In 1977. You're welcome. And it was a smash hit, one of the best-selling franchises of all time to date. And he was like, well, crap, I better get on making the other ones. So he labeled that one A New Hope, like a subtitle. He said, okay, from now on, this one is called Star Wars A New Hope. So then he went, okay, 1983, pretty sure, let's come out with, I think I'm wrong, 1980. I forgot the name. Empire Strikes Back, which is the one where they're on Hoth, the snow planet, and there's a bunch of stuff. You know, as movies go, there's a bunch of stuff. And then that one was, like, almost objectively better. A lot of people think of Episode 5 as the best Star Wars movie. And then he was like, alright, well, I'm going to finish this off. And made Return of the Jedi, which was originally called Revenge of the Jedi. And then he was like, Jedi don't do revenge. That's like the whole thing that they don't do. Let's not call it that. Return of the Jedi, to complete the story. And then he was like, I got a better idea. 1999, let's make the worst one. With the worst character, Mr. Binks. Big old Jar Jar, the Gungan, and we hate him. But also,
Jar Jar
objectively,
Binks.
one of the best characters, Qui-Gon Jinn, who is played by none other than Liam Neeson. Amen, brother. He will find you, and he will kill you, I promise. And also Ewan McGregor, one of my favorite actors of all time.
Back to Jar Jar Binks real quick. There was this girl that I went to school with, like, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of those trouble kids, you know?
Yes, sir.
So, I only had school with her for, like, a year, and then she, like, disappeared off the face of the earth and went somewhere and got pregnant.
Of course. Why wouldn't she?
She looked like Jar Jar Binks. That was the point.
You love to see it. So then he made The Phantom Menace, and no one liked it. And he was like, well, I've still got more story to tell, so screw you guys. I'm making 2 more. And then he made The Clone Wars, which I love, by the way. And then
is that like an unpopular opinion?
Yes. Liking any of the prequel trilogy is an unpopular opinion.
All right.
Nobody likes the prequel trilogy. I don't hate
The prequel
them.
Trilogy came out second.
Yes.
Okay.
1999, 2000.
It's 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And
then like the standalone weird ones.
those come out in their own time periods. Rogue One takes place before 3 and 4.
And then Solo is like...
No. Oh yeah, Rogue One takes place between 3 and 4. Rogue One ends, like, as far as I know, frame for frame where 4 starts.
That's
Which is
interesting.
Because in episode 4, the movie starts with a spaceship flying and then a bigger one behind it shooting at it. And they're having like a firefight in the air. And as far as I know, the ending shot for Rogue One is the spaceship flying away. So like almost frame for frame.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. So everyone liked Rogue One as far as I know. I haven't seen it, but I've been told not to get attached to the characters, so I'm not excited to see it. Apparently, everyone dies.
I've heard that.
So is Solo the one that you saw?
No. I think it's either The Force Awakens or Rogue One. I always forget. It was one of the two.
Was Rey in it?
No.
Was Darth Vader in it?
I actually don't remember.
Uh,
I'm so helpful. I'm sorry.
Well, Darth Vader's in one and Rey's in the other. So maybe
I guess.
which one did you see?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Which one did I see? Force Awakens?
I don't know. That was 2016.
I don't know.
17.
I have no
16?
idea. Not important.
Maybe 15. I think it was 2015. Anyway.
Oh, my knees just popped.
So, he made episode 1, 2, and 3, and nobody liked them. I think they're okay. I actually like that side of Star Wars more. Not necessarily the storytelling in those movies, because I haven't seen them in a while. If I watch them again, I will probably not like them as much, so I'm trying to stay away from them and keep good memories of them.
So, what do you think? Should you watch them in chronological order or release date order?
Star Wars?
Yes.
I think watching them how they were intended to be watched is the correct way to watch them to get the full story.
So you think they were intended to be watched out of order?
Yes.
Well, that would make sense because, I mean, he released them out of order.
Yes. Because the main character of the Star Wars universe is not one character. It is a Tigger sticker. It is a,
There's like a line on it.
There is.
I've never noticed that.
It's a family of characters. It's the Skywalker saga. The 9 movies are called the Skywalker saga. Because it's Luke Skywalker, and then the prequel trilogies is
The
Anakin.
Infinity Saga.
Yes.
Let's
And
loop
then-
right back around to something I care about.
The prequel trilogies is Anakin Skywalker is the main character, and then the
Dude, you've been talking about Star Wars for like 8 minutes.
I think it's called the sequel trilogies. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, they're supposed to be about
Sequel, yeah. After.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be about Rey Skywalker, even though she's not a Skywalker. She's a Palpatine. Doesn't matter.
Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah. She was born from a clone of Emperor Palpatine. I haven't seen the movie, and I'm scared to, because I've been told it's not great.
Born from a clone?
Yes.
Wait, this newest one? What,
Yeah.
isn't great?
So okay.
Wait, what?
In Force
how are
Awakens-
you born from a clone?
No, like the clone went and did the
The clone
nasty...
had a kid?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically, Emperor Palpatine.
So
cloned
Emperor
himself before he
Palpatine
died.
is not his dad, but he is. I mean, her. Not. Her
I mean, it's
dad,
an
but
exact
is her-
replica of Palpatine. So technically, Palpatine is her father,
But it's not Palpatine.
and Snoke
It's
is,
an exact replica. Of
I
Palpatine.
guess. Basically, the first 2 movies of the sequel trilogy, they were just building up to all this suspense, and from what I've heard, what is it, The Last Jedi? No.
I don't know.
What was it called? Force Awakens, Last Jedi.
The new one?
Yeah.
No. I should know this. I really.
Rise
should
of
know.
Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
They, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, in the first 2 movies, they were building all this stuff up, and then Rise of Skywalker, they just basically cut the story off. They were just like, alright, it's done. Here's all these action sequences. And everyone was like, what? And the whole sequel trilogy, they introduced so many new aspects of the Force, like Force teleportation, like stuff that we didn't even know existed. And like, people are okay with new aspect. Like, give us new content. Like, yes, we like that, but explain it.
Yeah.
Like in the second movie of the trilogy, Princess Leia, her ship gets blown up and she's just floating in space, presumably dead, because she's in space, floating.
So is that what they Is that what they did about the actress dying?
No.
What did they do about that?
Apparently she was in the last one, which I assume they just recorded early. I don't know what they did.
That's weird.
I assume she dies. I know somebody dies, and I would assume it to be her.
Huh.
Which sucks for Chewie, because Han dies,
Chewie.
and then I guess Leia dies, so...
What does he sound like?
Anyway, so she's just floating in space, presumably dead, and then her eyes just open, and she starts floating to safety. In space. The void of space.
Bro, that reminds me of whenever they had... I almost called him Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Stark. That's the character's name. In that ship, in the trailers, and then like when you actually watch the movie, Captain Marvel was like, "Hello, would you like to go back to Earth?"
I knew that was going to happen. I knew it was going to be Captain
Yeah,
Marvel.
there's no way that would have been the end.
What happened? Because that was Infinity War, right?
No, that was Endgame.
So what? Oh, because it was him and Nebula.
No, it's just him.
But no, Nebula was there. That was what we didn't know, was that Nebula was there. Because everyone else on, what was it, Titan?
It's been a while.
The planet's Titan, right?
Yeah.
Because they were on Titan. All of the Guardians minus Rocket were snapped.
Yeah, I see what you're... Yeah.
And it was him, Peter, and the Guardians that were there, and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And all of the Guardians minus Rocket, who was on Earth.
Rocket was on Earth, yeah. Rocket and Groot were on Earth. I remember because they were standing like...
They were with
I remember
Thor.
what
They were
the
with
scene
Thor.
looks like. And
I remember
he said, "I am Groot," and apparently it was him saying...
Dad.
Yeah.
Because that was Infinity War, you're right. So they were stranded on Titan, and it was just...
And they were stuck on the ship from Titan.
Yes. Because it ran out of power or something like that. Because
So
they were coming home
there.
from Titan,
Yeah.
and they had no oxygen, and it was him and Nebula. That was the thing. In the trailers, it didn't show Nebula.
I forgot about that, yeah.
Her name is Nebula, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Amy Pond. Karen Gillan.
I love her.
So do I.
Also, I love the character arc for her. Nebula's character arc is just so good.
Bro, you remember when she killed herself? But not herself?
Yes.
That was so stupid.
Also, the whole thing where they killed Thanos right off the bat, and I was like, "What's the plot?
Yeah,
What's
like
going on?"
I was just
like, obviously they're gonna try to reverse the snap. That's like obvious.
I mean, I knew they were gonna do something, but I was wondering how they were gonna bring Thanos back because the trailer, like all those awesome battle scenes,
They had Thanos.
Yeah, so
And it
I
was
wondering
like-
how they were gonna loop back around to that.
And something interesting that I noticed from all the trailers, he was wearing his armor. We need to cut this episode off.
Yeah, we do.
Tune into next episode. We'll continue this conversation.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the same thing.
This is a 2-part episode.
We-
Just stop the episode and start another recording.
Bro, no, we gotta outro it.
That's right. All right.
There's a week in between. We gotta give him something.
Wait, we should just... So anyway, just right in the middle of a sentence.
You want to?
No.
Oh.
Are you ready? Everybody, tune in next week. This episode is about 15 minutes longer than we wanted it to be.
Thanks for watching. I have to pee so bad.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
That was all you.
That was me.